Hello students, today's lesson is tenses. Before we start with the different forms of tense, we should know that what are tenses. Tenses, they are forms of verb which are determined by when the action took place and the time we talk about it. Tenses, they are the form of the verbs and they are determined by when any action is taking place and also about the time when that action took place. And the relation between time and tense, it is just, if we talk about tenses, it is just the relationship between time and the action. Sometimes, and according to the time and the action, the types of tenses, there are three types. Present tense, which expresses the actions in the present time. Past tense, which expresses actions in the past time. And future tense, which expresses action in the future time. Now, in this first, we start with the present tense. Forms of present tense. The first form of present tense is the simple present tense. The simple present tense. Now, first we will study that where is the simple present tense used. Simple present tense, it first expresses any habitual actions, the actions which are done as a matter of habit, or you can say that actions which are done in repeatedly in a general way. For example, he usually gets up late in the morning. The peon rings the bell at the end of every period. I meet him at the bus stop every day. Children ask interesting questions. These are habitual actions, and so it is represented in the simple present tense. Then, if we talk about universal truth, the earth revolves round the sun. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. These are the universal truth. Now, simple present tense, it also expresses characteristics. For example, he loves classical musics. The panda eats bamboo, shoots and leaves. Quinine tastes bitter. Quinine is a medicine, so it tastes bitter. Sometimes it also tells you about the facts. For example, a spider has 8 legs. Sometimes the simple present tense, it expresses situations which are true at the time of speaking. She goes to a dance class once a week. We often clean our house on Sunday. So this is a situation which is true at the time of speaking. The first person, where is the simple present tense used? Now, how do we use a simple present tense? If we are talking about the first person, that is I and we, then we come to the second person, which is you. Third person, in the third person we have two forms. We have the plural form and the singular form. Plural form is they. Now, if we are using the plural form of the third person, then along with these three we use the basic form of the verb, the root form of the verb in the present tense. If we are using the singular form of the third person, he, she or it, then also we will use along with it we will use the basic form of the verb, and along with the verb we are going to add s and es. For example, if we talk about the first part, the first person, second person and the third person plural, then the example we can take: I pray, we read, you teach, they walk. That is the pray, read, teach, walk. It is the basic form of the verb. Next, if we are talking about the singular form in the third person, then I told you that we will write es, s and es. Then we will write s and es. In the s and es For example, he prays, she teaches. She teaches is es. It moves is es. John jumps, it is s. In the negative statements, we are talking about the negative statements, then along with I, we, you, they, we will use do not and the root form of the verb. He, she, it, we will use does not and root form of the verb. In the question form, interrogative, we will use do or does and the subject, we, you, they, he, she, it, and the root form of the verb. Now we study about the examples of simple present tense. Examples of simple present tense, if you see the first picture, the peon rings the bell at the end of every period. So this is a habitual action of the peon. Then if we talk about the facts, a spider has 8 legs. This is a fact. Universal truth, the earth revolves round the sun. If we are talking about the characteristics, the panda eats the bamboo shoots and the leaves. Or we are talking about the facts, the trees, they shed their leaves in winter. So this is the fact. These are the few examples of the simple present tense. After the simple present tense, the next type of tense is the present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, it expresses an action that is happening at the time of speaking. At the time of speaking, the action which is continuing at the time of speaking, that is expresses an action in the present continuous tense, or it will also describe an action that has been going on over a period of time, including the present time, but it may not be happening at the time of speaking. For example, if I say, supposing that Anushka is preparing a project on endangered animals. Now, Anushka is preparing a project, but it is not necessary that when I am speaking, when I am telling you this, at that time Anushka is doing the project. Or if I say we are learning Kathak, it is true, we are doing at this time, but it is not necessary that when I am telling you at the time of speaking, I am learning Kathak. Then sometimes present continuous tense, it is also used to describe a future plan. My parents are leaving for Singapore tomorrow, or we are shifting to a new house next week. Where do we use the present continuous tense? In the affirmative sentences, the positive sentences, we use is, are, am. Along with is, are, am, we will use the ing form of the verb. I am playing, you are playing, he is playing. In the negative sentences, is, are, am, not, plus ing form of the verb. I am not playing, they are not playing. In the interrogative sentences, we are going to put is, are, or am. It is put before the subject and then we write ing form of the verb. Where are they playing? Are they playing? So these are the interrogative sentences. Now examples of the present continuous tense. The boys are playing football after school. So this is an action that is going on in progress at the present time. They are learning Spanish now. Why aren't you doing your homework? This is a question. Suzanne is ironing her clothes right now. The action which is going on in progress. Mary is at university. She is studying chemistry. Now this is it is expressing an action that is taking place at the present time, but it is not necessary that when I am telling you about Mari that she is at university, she is studying chemistry, it is not necessary that she was studying chemistry at that time. She is working right now. They aren't studying English these days. Negative. She is constantly changing her hair color. Children are studying their lessons. The man is talking on the phone. After the present continuous tense, we come to the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, it expresses actions which have just ended. Actions which were performed in the past but has not finished yet. Or actions that has completed in the very recent past. Or you are talking about your life experiences. For example, expresses actions which have just ended. A very serious accident has just taken place in front of our house. Or if I tell you that actions which were performed in the past but the result has not finished yet. For example, We can say, for example, if I tell you that actions which are performed in the past but have not finished yet, then action that has completed in the very recent past. For example, my uncle has got MA degree in mathematics. So this is an action which has completed in the recent past. Or if we are talking about our life experiences, then also that is also included in the present perfect tense. Now, how do we use our present perfect tense? When do we use the present perfect tense? When we are writing the present perfect tense, we use have or has plus the past participle of the verb. For example, I have played, he has played. Or if we are using the negative sentences, have or has plus you will use not and past participle of the verb. Interrogative sentences, if we are using have, has, you will put it before the subject and then you will write the past participle of the verb. Examples of the present perfect tense. You can see there are so many pictures, examples of the present perfect tense. The first picture, it shows you about an accident. I told you the accident, it is an action which has just ended. A very serious accident has taken place has just taken place in front of our house. Or we can also say that I have cleaned the room. So the room was not clean, but I have cleaned the room. Now he has shut the door. He has shut the door. Or the minister has announced a plan. So the minister has announced a plan. This is all the example of the present perfect tense. Now, the last part of a present tense is the present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense will refer to an action that began in the past, but it is still going on in the present. For example, I have been cleaning my room all morning. Then it indicates how long something has been happening, usually indicated by the words since or for. We in the present perfect continuous tense, we indicate how long something has been happening and we use the words since and for to indicate this. We also use to show a habitual event. For example, if we talk about the second point, to indicate how long something has been happening, it is usually indicated by the words since or for. For example, I have been waiting since 3 o'clock. Then if we are talking about a habitual event, to show a habitual event, we will write they have been volunteering with the NGO for many years. This is a habitual event. So this is the places where we can use the present perfect tense. Now, how do we write the present perfect tense? If we are talking about the affirmative sentences, in the affirmative sentences, we will use has or have plus been plus the ing form of the verb. Negative sentences, has, have plus not plus been plus ing form of the verb. Interrogative sentences, any question word, has, have, subject and been and the ing form of verb. For example, if we see the previous examples only, I have been cleaning my room all morning. So this is an affirmative sentence. With I, we use have. So I have been cleaning. Clean is a verb. I have added ing in it. So it is cleaning. I have been cleaning my room all morning. If we take about the negative sentences, he has not been doing his work. Or interrogative sentences, if we say question word, then has, have, subject form and been and then ing form of the verb we will use in the interrogative sentences. Now we have the examples of the present perfect continuous tense. My mother has been watching TV all afternoon. They have been watching The Lord of the Kings. My grandmother has been still eating her breakfast. They haven't been studying their books for 6 days. Now see, this is a negative sentences. They haven't. And when we are using negative sentences, then we can also use short forms. Instead of have not, we can also use haven't. Has he been playing computer games since Monday? Our interrogative sentence has come. So has, have, and then we have put the subject, he, been, playing, been we have put, and then we have put ing form of the verb. I have been traveling to this country for 4 days. The mechanic has not been repairing our refrigerator. Again, a negative sentence has come. Your eyes are wet. Have you been cutting onions? Have you been cutting? Have is a has, have. Then we put the subject you, then been, then ing form of the verb. This is the interrogative sentence. Have they been playing since morning? So have is, we have put have, then we have put the subject, then been, then verb, ing, and then we have put since also, because I told you that when we have to indicate for how long something has been happening, then we have to indicate with the words since or for. So children, in this video we have just discussed the different types of simple tenses: present tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Hope you all must have understood. In the next video, we will talk about the past tense and the future tense. Thank you children. See you in the next